it should contain the notes of only important matters. So this you have to remember. So of course the main aim of auditing is to check the accuracy of books of accounts, right? Total of balance of important books of account already checked and bank reconciliation statement. So this audit process is not a task of one day, right? So if the transactions are very huge, everyone, I am Harshita, lecturer, Department of Commerce, Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysore. Today, we are in the 5th session of Unit 2, that is Audit Planning and Control. Now, what is this audit planning? So, before an auditor goes through this audit process, so he should have a proper plan, in the sense how the work has to be conducted and how the work has been distributed among the audit staff, what is the time duration of audit. So, all this he has to make a proper plan, then he has to go through this auditing process. So, that is known as what? Audit planning. Next, we learned about audit program. So, we have learned what is this audit program, what are its features, what are the advantage as well as disadvantage of audit program. Now, we shall quickly recall what we have discussed in a previous session. So, as I told in a previous session, we have covered this topic, that is advantages of audit program and disadvantages of audit program. Now, what is this audit program? So, it contains a proper plan as well as a procedure that has to be followed by an auditor during his audit process. So, when an organization consult an auditor for his audit work, then this being an auditor, he should have a proper plan which is known as what? Audit program. So, under audit program, it contains a number of plans as well as the procedure and the principles to be followed during this audit process. So, this we have learnt in a previous session, that is advantage as well as disadvantage of audit program. In today's session, we shall continue with new topic, that is audit notebook. Let us see what is this audit notebook. So, you are familiar with audit report, right? So, what is this audit report? So, after this auditing process, the auditor has to give his findings about the financial statement of an organization, which is known as audit report. So, it is a report which is submitted to the organization about the findings the findings of accounting statement is known as audit report. Then what is this audit notebook? So, it is a book maintained by the audit staff. So, what it is? It is a book which is maintained by the audit staff for the purpose of making notes. So, this audit process is not a task of one day, right? So, if the transactions are very huge, so it requires a quite number of days in order to verify each and every entry in the auditing process. So, during that process, so here a book is maintained. Why the book is maintained? So, it is maintained by the audit staff in order to make the notes during the course of an audit of all the important matters affecting the audit. So, relating to the audit, so what are the important matters he finds? He will go on writing in a note which is known as what? Audit notes. So, what is this audit notes? It is a book maintained by the audit staff for the purpose of making notes. So, about what? About the important points which he come across during this audit process. Now, let us see how we are going to maintain this audit notebook. So, a separate audit notebook is maintained for each concern for each year. So, this you have to remember, as I told, in order to record important points in the auditing process. So, this notebook is maintained which is known as what? Audit notebook. Now, how it should be, how the audit notebook are being maintained. A separate audit notebook is to be maintained for each type of organization, and for every year they have to maintain separate book, that is separate audit notebook. So, for each and every organization they have to maintain separately, because one organization is totally different from that of other organization, right? So, there will be different type of transactions. So, in order to record that, they have to make a notes which is known as audit notebook, and it differs from one concern to other concern as well as from one year to another year. Next, it may be in the form of bound register or loose sheets filed together. So, how this audit notebook will be? So, it will be in the form of bound register. So, it may be a register or the papers or the loose sheets. So, it can be either a bound book or a loose sheets filed together. So, how this audit notebook will be? It may be in the form of notes or it can be in the form of bundle of sheets. Next, whether the audit notebook is maintained in the form of bound book or a loose sheets, it is a part of permanent record of audit office. So, like audit report, this audit notebook also act as a permanent record in the audit office. So, for each and every concern, being an auditor, so in order to record the important points, so in order to make the important notes, he will prepare a notes which is known as what? Audit notebook, and this book differs from one concern to another. At the same time, here what you have to remember, it acts as a permanent evidence. So, it will be permanently stored in the office of an auditor. Next, we shall see what are the contents of audit notebook. An audit notebook should be maintained systematically, completely and clearly. So, what do you mean by systematically, completely and clearly? So, in the sense, as auditing takes place through certain principles as well as procedure, in the same way, audit notebook has to be maintained systematically as well as clearly, and it should be maintained very neatly also. It should contain the notes of only important matters. So, this you have to remember. It's not that writing all the matters in that particular audit notebook. Only the important matters which the auditor finds during this audit process, that only has to be written in that particular book. So, it contains only important matters and it should not contain the notes of unimportant matters. So, hope you are understanding. So, this is very easy to understand. So, it should contain only the important matters and not the unimportant matters. Generally, an audit notebook contains the following contents. Let us see what are the contents, what has to be included. So, how this audit notebook has been prepared. So, you know, it can be either in the form of a bound book or bound register or a sheets, number of sheets which is filed together. So, now what are the contents? So, you know about audit notebook, it contains the important notes during this audit process. Then what are the contents to be included in that audit notebook? So, the first one is nature of the business. So, what is the nature of the business? So, whether it is a manufacturing business or a trading business. So, what type of nature the business is concerned with? So, here in audit notebook, so being an auditor, so he has to mention the nature of the business. Next, organization structure of the business. So, how is the organization structure? So, here the organization structure from one organization to another organization will be totally different. So, your second point or second content is that organization structure of the business. And the next one is name of principal officers, their powers, duties and responsibility. Now, who is the main officer in relating to this auditing process? So, they have to write their name. That is name of principal officers, their powers, duties and responsibilities. So, what is their duties? Next is instruction from the management regarding the audit. So, what are the instructions which is being provided by the management regarding this auditing process? Next, list of books of account maintained by the business. So, what are the various types of books which is maintained by the business? So, it may be subsidiary books like cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales returns book. So whatever they are going to verify in the organization and how the organization is maintaining different types of book. So each type of book has to be listed in audit notebook. Next, the system of internal check and internal audit in force of business. So what do you mean by internal check and internal audit? So as I told you in the previous sessions, so what is this internal check and internal audit? So before an external auditor, so who is an external auditor? Who is an independent person who is not linked with the organization. So when a external auditor is being appointed, so he should know whether the organization is undertaking internal audit or not. Now, as I told you, external audit is nothing but the audit which is conducted by a external person or a independent person who is not linked to the organization. Then who is an internal auditor? So, internal auditor may be own staff of that particular organization. So, what the organization will do before going through external auditing, so they will do the internal auditing by using the staff itself. So here the organization can appoint a staff as an auditor and he goes through all the books of accounts in order to examine the accuracy as well as arithmetic accuracy of books of accounts. So here the system of internal check. So here we are speaking about an external auditor. So when he comes for auditing process, so he should know whether the organization have done internal check as well as internal auditing. So that has to be mentioned. So in what system they have maintained or in what system they have conducted this internal check and internal audit. Next, the system of accounting followed in the business. So what type of accounting the business is being following? So there are various types of organization and they can maintain their accounts in a different way, but they have to follow the generally accepted accounting principles. So here in the audit notebook, this is also one of the important point. Why? In order to make this auditing process very easy, auditor has to identify what type of accounting process the organization is following so that the auditor can implement that process during this auditing process. So, being an auditor, he should know what is the accounting process the organization is following. Next, technical details and terms used in the business. So, when an external auditor is being appointed who doesn't know anything about the organization, he should know something or he should know important information about the organization before the commencement of auditing process. In the sense, so how this organization is running, what are the technical details? So here auditor should know the technical details of the organization. So for that what he has to do, before the commencement of auditing process, he has to visit the organization personally and has to check the technical details or has to collect the technical details of the organization. Then only he has to go through the commencement of auditing process. So technical details and terms used in the business. Next, extracts from minutes and contracts. So what are the information that can be extracted from minutes as well as contract? So if any meeting is conducted, so what are the topics they have discussed in that meeting? So these records will be in the organization. So an auditor has to collect those records before going through this auditing process. So in his audit notebook, it contains the details about what? This minutes as well as contracts. And the next point is provision from the memorandum and articles of association affecting the accounts and audit. So these are the two important documents, that is memorandum of association and articles of association of an organization. So an auditor should know about it also, that is about these two important articles of an organization. And the next point is extracts from all correspondence entered into with bankers, debtors and creditors. So here the organization will be linked with number of peoples. So it may be creditors, suppliers, debtors or any other financial institution who have provided finance to the organization. So this auditor in his audit notebook, he has to mention so on which or the persons who are linked with the organization. So who are the parties who are linked with the organization? So he has to make a note of it. Next, queries made and replies received. So what are the questions? So during this audit process, so he might ask suggestions or he might get information from the organization through the client staff. So here the organization is known as client and the staff of the organization is known as client staff. So during this audit process, if the auditor has any doubt, then he can go through and collect the information from the client staff. So what type of questions auditor have asked and what type of answers he has received. So that he has to make a note in his audit notebook. Next, date of commencement and completion of the audit. So this is very important. Of course, in audit report also, we are going to record this, that is date as well as time of completion of an audit work. So here an auditor cannot take a longer period of time. So there is a particular date within which he has to complete the audit work. That is date of commencement and completion of audit work. So date of commencement is nothing but on which date he has started the audit work, and completion of audit work. So when the audit work will end. Next, complete record of the exact nature of the work done. So what type of exact work done by the auditor? So complete record of the exact nature of the work done by an auditor. So whenever he does a particular work, he go on or he has to make a note for each and every type of work. Next, progress of the audit work. So how the work is been conducted. So he has to mention the date, on that particular date, what are the type of work he has finished. So date wise he has to mention all type of work that he has been conducting. That is progress of the audit work. So how much work he has already completed and what the work he has that is pending in an organization. Next, record of suggestions made by the audit staff. So what are the suggestions which is given by the audit staff? So here, whatever the suggestions which is given by the audit staff, so the auditor will not do all the work alone. So along with an auditor, there are number of staff who is working behind the auditor, who is known as audit staff. So during the process of work, so if any suggestions is given by the audit staff, that also has to be mentioned in the audit notebook. That is record of suggestions made by the audit staff. Next, particulars of errors and frauds discovered. So of course, the main aim of auditing is to check the accuracy of books of accounts, right? So if any errors and fraud is found, so he has to make a note in audit notebook. Next, particulars of all documents, vouchers and invoices. So for each and every transaction, how the accountant will see the vouchers, that is documentary evidence for each and every transaction. In the same way, auditor has to check each and every documentary evidence for each and every transaction. So here, particulars of all the documents, vouchers as well as invoices. For certain transaction, there might not be vouchers. During that situation, auditor has to ask the client staff about its explanation. So why this documentary evidence is not there in support of a particular transaction. Next, points which are to be discussed with the senior audit clerk or the auditor. So what are the points? So I have told you, so here this audit notebook is prepared by whom? Not the auditor, it is prepared by the audit staff. Clear? So it is prepared by the audit staff. So what are the points that has been? So being an audit staff, what are the points that has discussed with the audit clerk as well as the auditor? So here one of the auditor or one of the audit staff will maintain audit notebook. Next, important points which require further explanation and clarification. So during the process of auditing, if he has any doubt, as I told you, he can go through the clarification without any hesitation. So what are the doubts he have? So he has to mention one by one. Next, point to be included in the audit report. So what is audit report? It's nothing but the report which contains the findings of an auditor. Then as I told, we have discussed about audit report, right? It should be very precise. It should be in such a way that it should be easily understandable. It should be very clear and neat. So these are the certain qualities of a audit report. So here in the audit notebook, so before preparing this audit report, he has to make a points of it. So what are the points that has to be included in the audit report? Next, notes which may be used in audits of future. So what are the notes? So along with this audit notebook, what are the notes that has been used in the future auditing process? Next, extract from various certificates given by the officials as well as bankers. So if there is any certificate which is there in the organization regarding these officials or any other bankers have issued the certificate, so regarding that also here the audit staff has to make a note. Next, total of balance of important books of account already checked and bank reconciliation statement. So this is nothing but, so here the notebook helps the audit or auditing work very easier. So whatever the important points that has to be recorded in the book, that will be go on writing in the audit notebook. So it acts as a working paper also here. So but in the audit notebook, we are going to write only the important points relating to this auditing process. So total and balance of important books of account already checked, and bank reconciliation statement. Next, particulars of missing vouchers, the duplicates of which have been obtained. So which are the vouchers that has been missed out? So I have told for each and every transaction there should be a documentary evidence. So if the documentary evidence is not there, then which of the voucher is missed out? So he has to mention that in the audit notebook. Next, queries made and replies received. So this I have already discussed. So if any questions which is being asked, not only for the client staff, so for the organization, so what are the questions they have asked and what are the answers received by the organization as well as organization staff, that has to be recorded in the audit notebook. Next, a company or a copy of audit program. So here audit notebook should also contain a copy of audit program. So what is audit program? It's nothing but it contains detailed picture of the audit process, where it contains all the principles as well as the rules to be followed. So what are the plans they have made, how they have to conduct the work, what is the duration of the work, who has to do which work. So everything will be mentioned in the audit program. So along with the audit notebook, a copy of audit program should also be attached. Now let us see what are the importance or advantages of audit notebook. Now I think you are clear about audit notebook. So what is audit notebook? It is a book which contains all the important contents about the organization or during the auditing process, is known as what? Audit notebook. Now let us see what are the importance of audit notebook. An audit notebook is helpful to the auditor in several ways. The main advantage of audit notebook are, let us see what are the advantage. It helps the auditor to make a record of important points. So this is the main objective itself, right? So the main objective of audit notebook is to record the important points during the auditing process, important points which arise during the course of audit. So in order to record the important points, he will maintain a book which is known as audit notebook. So in order to record the important points, so we can't remember all the points, right? So in such a case, so this audit notebook helps in recording the important points. Next, it is helpful in the preparation of audit report. So this we have already discussed. So this helps because each and every points will be recorded in the audit notebook. So the same point can be used in order to prepare the audit report. So here it is helpful in the preparation of audit report. Next is it is helpful in assessing the efficiency, ability and sincerity of the audit staff. So each and every audit staff will have to maintain the audit notebook. So here the main auditor will come to know what is the sincerity of the audit staff, how each and every staff are maintaining their audit notebook. So the contents of the audit notebook indicate to the auditor the pains and efforts taken by the audit staff and the sincerity with which the audit staff has worked. By seeing the notes itself, an auditor can recognize that what is the hard work of the audit staff, because this audit notebook is prepared by whom? By the audit staff, right? So each and every audit staff will record important points in their auditing process. What they have come across in the auditing process will be recorded in the notes. Now, when the auditor checks these each and every audit staff's notes, he'll come to know what is the hard work behind their work, because each and every point will be recorded in the audit notebook. Next, it can serve as a evidence. So here, like audit report, this audit notebook also act as a evidence in the court of law if a suit is filed against the auditor in the negligence of the duty. So if he is having any negligence in the duty, or if he is having any case on the negligence of duty, so it can be overcome, or this audit notebook act as a evidence, because each and every important points or each and every movement of an audit staff will be mentioned in that audit notebook. Next, in fact, in the case of City Equitable Fire Insurance Company, so they have given an example here. The audit notebook protected the auditor against the negligence of duty. So here there was a case on City Equitable Fire Insurance Company regarding this. They are not maintaining this audit notebook, but this audit notebook act as a evidence. Next is, it is helpful to the auditor to a great extent in the further, especially in the subsequent audit of the same concerns. So here, an auditor can refer his previous audit notebook. So if he is going through an audit process once again, so he can refer his previous audit notebook, but it cannot be similar because there are various types of organizations. So depending upon the type, audit notebook has to be prepared, but it acts as a guide. So already they have prepared and they have an experience. So this old audit book act as a guide. Now let us see what are the disadvantages of audit notebook. An audit notebook suffers from certain drawbacks. They are, if the audit notebook is not prepared carefully and properly, it can be used in a court of law as an evidence of negligence on a part of the auditor. So if the audit notebook is not prepared properly, so if something or if some problem arises in the organization, then so this act as a, as I told, this audit notebook act as a evidence. So if it is not prepared properly, then it acts as a evidence of negligence. So here, negligence of an audit staff can be proved by seeing the audit notebook which is prepared by him. Next, it promotes a fault-finding attitude in the minds of the audit staff. So what happens, each and every entry or each and every important points will be recorded in the books of audit staff. So what happens here? So it acts as a fault finding evidence or fault finding attitude. In the sense, whatever the fault which is made in the organization, that will be noted in the audit notebook, right? So it acts as what? It acts as a fault finding attitude. It may create misunderstanding. So there is a chances of misunderstanding between the staff of the client as well as the audit staff. Since they are noting each and every point in the audit notebook, as I told, it acts as a fault finding attitude. So it creates a misunderstanding between the organization client, that is client staff, as well as audit staff. So there may be a chances of misunderstanding between these two parties. So in my next session, I am going to discuss this topic, that is company audit. So in today's session, we have completely learned about audit notebook. We learned what is the meaning of audit notebook. So what is the meaning of audit notebook? It is a book which contains the important points that come across during the process of auditing process. Next, we have learned what are the contents that has to be included in the audit notebook, what are the advantage as well as disadvantage of audit notebook. So in my next session, we shall continue with new topic, that is company audit. So what is this company audit is all about? Then let us see what we are going to discuss under company audit. So my dear students, hope you all understood the session. See you all in my next session. Till then, take care. Thank you.